Hi students, welcome to this session on gradient. In this class we see what is gradient, what is its significance, it is going to be useful in our subject, right? So gradient is a quantity which gives maximum change of physical quantity that we deal, right? Maximum change of physical quantity in space. That means we know that we are going to find a lot of physical quantities in space from one point to another point. So we want to find where there is a maximum change of the physical quantity in one point compared to another point, right? So these are all the points. So let us assume that physical quantity has some value here, some value here, right? Some value here, right? Compared to this point, which point has maximum change? That change can be given by gradient of the physical quantity, right? So let us go to define it, right? We know that scalars, right? Temperature is a scalar quantity, right? Distance is a scalar quantity, and we know vector. Force is a vector. Like that, we can say so many things. What about gradient is? It is talking about change. I told temperature is a scalar, right? T is a scalar, but change in temperature, right? It is a vector. That is what known as gradient, right? Temperature is a scalar. Change in temperature is a gradient. Change in temperature in a particular direction, minimum direction or maximum direction. Here you see in gradient, del operator operates on scalar and convert into a vector. Here del operates on a scalar, and after the operation it will become a vector. Gradient is a vector quantity, right? So it has both magnitude and direction. Fine. So temperature is a scalar, temperature change or change in temperature is a vector. See, for example, let us assume this is our hall, this is bedroom with AC, this is kitchen, right? So by using differentiation, derivative will give change, right? So if you move from hall to bedroom also, we know that the temperature is going to be varied in every point. That variation may be very small, but it will be varying at every point. In whatever be the direction you take, there will be a change. If this point is P1, X, Y, Z, this may be P2, X2, Y2, Z2, right? So our every point it is going to be changed, but it is going to change in negative direction because you are moving from the high temperature region to low temperature. Some high value to low value. Lowest in our room, AC room, in our home, AC room will be having a lowest. So you are moving in the direction of minimum change or maximum change in opposite, right? Whereas if you move from hall to kitchen, you are going towards the direction of maximum change because kitchen has maximum temperature compared to any other area. So from hall to kitchen, you are moving in the direction of maximum change. So temperature is changing, temperature is a scalar. If you move in this direction, it is changing, that becomes a gradient vector. Because direction defines the change in temperature, right? Here the change is different, here the change is different. So simply derivative will give only change, but here the problem is the direction is also playing crucial role. So we won't use derivative, what we are going to use it gradient. That means scalar becomes a vector. Who is doing that? Del operator is converting operating on scalar and converting into vector. Now we see that, right? So what is the thing we know? I want to see from point to 1 to point 2, all the three coordinates are going to change, right? Every point is represented by different x, y, z, right? So in x direction it will be some value, y direction it will be some value. Here also it will be different values. So we have one small solution, simple solution for this in partial derivatives. We know that the temperature change is given by dou t by dou x into dx. It's a partial derivative theorem. It is useful. Dou t by dou y ay, sorry, dy. Dou t by dou y dy. Dou t by dou z dz. Fine. So this tells us how t changes when we alter all the three variables in a infinitesimally small amount dx, dy, dz. Why? Because t is a function of all the three variables. Yes or no? T changes in all x, y, z direction when we move from one point to another point. So this is telling that dt is telling, this equation is telling that how this t changes. That's what dou t by dou x. When we alter all the three variables in all three directions, dx, dy and dz. That's what we want to find, right? So now I can write this equation in different form. What is that? I can write as dou t by dou x, x unit vector, dou t by dou y vector, dou t by dou z, z vector. Next, it is dot product. So if dot, I'm writing like this: dx x vector plus dy y vector plus dz z vector. If you take a dot product between these two, you can get this one only. So I am writing like this. So now this area is giving gradient of the T or gradient of the temperature multiply by, this is a displacement along x direction. Dy, y means displacement or change in y along y direction, change in z along z direction. It is change in length, so displacement dl vector. That's what your change in temperature, right? Okay, this del t is a what you call gradient of the temperature. So del t is a gradient that is given by, you see, dou t by dou x x vector, dou t by dou y vector, dou t by dou z vector. Here you see, we know temperature is a scalar quantity, but del t is a vector. Why? You see, we are having unit vector. Change of temperature along x direction. Dou t by dou x is nothing but change of t is a temperature, dou t by dou x along x direction, dou t by dou y along y direction. So direction comes into picture. So del t is a vector, t is a scalar. Del t is nothing but gradient. So gradient is a vector quantity. Fine. Okay, that's what very important. So vector means it has both magnitude and direction. Let us see what is that. So again we write dt, that is given by del t dot dl, a dot b. So I take dot product, so mod a mod b like that, cos theta. Right, theta is the angle between del t and L. Yes, suppose this is hall, AC room, kitchen, right? You are moving in this direction or you may move in this direction. This may be angle theta 1, this may be angle theta 2. This is the point you are standing, right? So del t we know, this is a change in minimum direction. So here del t is minimum slope. Here del t is maximum. How we are going to find it? That's what the equation now explains, right? Suppose we fix displacement is a constant. Mod dl is a constant vector, right? So if you keep this is constant, magnitude of the displacement is constant, and search in various direction to find the change, right? Search in various direction to find maximum change in temperature. Various direction means different. You change this. I gave example, kitchen is maximum temperature, AC room is minimum temperature, but real time, let us assume that we don't know what is the temperature here, what is the temperature here. So we search in different direction, theta 1 in this direction, theta 2, theta n, up to different direction we change. We search. So search in various direction means we are changing the theta value, right? So dt is talking about change. When dt is maximum, temperature change is maximum. dt is maximum when theta is 0, because cos 0 is 1. When theta 0 means what? Del t and dl, right? Del t and dl are in same direction or parallel. Then only the angle will be 0. If it is a direction of dl in the same in del t should be like this only, right? Then only we can say the angle is 0. So del t and dl are in same direction. Clear? So what is the meaning, right? So from this we understand that for fixed distance, dl is a distance, right? For displacement or fixed distance, you see dt is maximum, that is change in temperature or gradient, change in temperature is maximum when dl move in the direction of del t. Move in the direction of del t means dl is along the direction of del t. Move in the direction of del t. That means what? Del t gives the maximum temperature, right? So del t gives the maximum temperature because it is del t. For some other factor, it is gives the maximum change in some other physical quantity. It is giving del t is maximum change in temperature. If you take any physical quantity x, maximum change in the physical quantity. So gradient is giving maximum change. Okay, and it is a vector quantity, right? So we know what is the direction of gradient and magnitude of gradient. So magnitude of gradient gives maximum increase or maximum decrease, right? And direction of gradient gives, right, direction of maximum increase or decrease, direction of maximum increase or decrease. Okay, because gradient is a vector, it has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude gives maximum slope or maximum increase, direction gives in which direction it is increasing or decreasing maximum, right? That's all about gradient. So I hope you understand gradient clearly. If you have any doubt, please ask me in comment section. Thank you.